Okay, so now let's see the second sum. Now here we have xy plus y square equal to 0. When you will compare this equation with ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equal to 0, you will see that we have the coefficient of h and p. Here the value of x square, that means x square is absent. So when x square is absent, so here we can say the coefficient of a is 0. And we know that when the coefficient of b is 0, so we cannot apply the method number 1. But here it is a is equal to 0, we have the value of b which is equals to 1, so we can apply the method number 1. Now method number 2 is when applicable. When splitting of middle term is possible, we cannot split here because here the first term is absent. When b equal to 0, here b is not equal to 0, and when it is passing through x1 y1. Here also the second question is what? We have to find the equation of pairs of line passing through the origin and perpendicular to the line represented by following equation. Here the equation is what? Xy plus y square equal to 0. So as we know that there are two methods to solve the sum, method number 1 and method number 2. As in the previous video I had explained how to guess when to apply the method number 1 and method number 2. So as per the tricks and techniques, the rules and the regulation, so for this sum we'll apply the method number 1. Yes or no? Because we cannot split this equation, we cannot split the middle term, as middle term is present, but where is the first one? Yes or no? So for this sum we cannot apply the second method. So let's begin. So here comparing with ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equal to 0, the value of a, the coefficient will be 0, 2h equals to 1, so I can say h equal to 1 by 2, and b is equal to 1. After this we'll write let m1 and m2 be the slopes of lines represented by the given equation. So here given equation is what? Xy plus y square equals to 0. So now we'll find sum of the slope by using the formula, that is minus 2h upon b. Okay, substitute the value of 2h directly, so you will get 1 minus 1, and b is what? 1, so you will get minus 1, or else replace this value of h by 1 by 2, still you will get answer minus 1. So product will be what? A by b. The value of a is 0 and this is 1, so 0 upon a number is 0. So we know that since, after finding you will write since required lines are what? They are perpendicular to these lines, so therefore slopes of required lines are, so the slope for m1 will be what and m2 will be what, as it is perpendicular, so m1 will be minus 1 upon m1 and this will be minus 1 upon m2. So therefore next step you will write required lines also passing through origin. So when it passing through origin, the equations are can be written as what? Y equal to mx. So we'll apply this formula for 2 times, yes or no? So y equal to, what is the value of m for the first line, that is minus 1 upon m1x, and for second one is what? Minus 1 upon m2x. So cross m1y equal to minus x and m2y equals to minus x, yes or no? After that, so what we'll do after that? Okay, so therefore shift this x to the left hand side, so you will get x plus m1y equal to 0 and x plus m2y equals to 0. So we'll consider this first part as u equal to 0 and second part as v equal to 0. So as we know that the combined equation of u equal to 0 and v equal to 0 is u into v equal to 0, yes or no? So therefore x plus m1y into x plus m2y equal to 0. So therefore bracket expands, so x square plus m2xy plus m1xy plus m1 m2 y square equals to 0. So x square will be same. Here we have xy as common, so we left with m2 plus m1. In place of m2 plus m1 we can write as m1 plus m2, that is one and the same, and this part will be same. So replace the value of m1 m2 by minus 1 xy plus and m1 m2 by 0. So 0 into y square equals to 0. So the final answer will be what? X square minus xy. So this will be 0 equal to 0. So this is the required combined equation. Got the point? Yes or no? So here in the second sum, the coefficient of A is absent. When B is absent, so we cannot apply this method. When A is absent, we can apply. Okay, can you see we got the answer, that is x square minus xy equal to 0. Now we'll move on to the next one. So we'll move on to the next, that is sum number 3. So focus on the statement which is given. You have to find the value of k when the sum of the slope of the line represented by this equation is twice the product. So now sir, in this sum which method will come? As the sum again it is from the type number 2, can you see that we have the quadratic equation? Yes or no? So again the sum, actually this sum third number, sum number 3, it is from the type number 2. So we have to guess now whether the method number 1 will come, yeah, method number 2. As I had explained in the method number 1 that whenever there is a condition on the slopes are given, like here we have the condition of the slope, sum of the slope is twice their product, or else we have to find the value of k with respect to the slope. So whenever the word comes find k, and when you will read the question and you will feel that the sum actually is based on the condition of the slope, straight away you have to apply the method number 1, sum of the slope and product. Okay, so let's begin. Now here we have the condition, that is sum of the slope. The first step, what exactly we will do, listen here. As we have the given equation, given equation of line is x square plus kxy minus 3y square equals to 0. We'll compare this equation with, so comparing with ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equals to 0, you will get the value of a as 1 because the coefficient of x square is 1, 2h as, when you will see in place of xy, the coefficient of x square here it is what, k, so 2h will be equals to k, and b, what is in place of b, that is minus 3. Here the value of h will be what, k by 2, yes or no? So now we'll find sum of the slope and the product using the method number 1, yes or no? So before that we have to consider, let m1 and m2 be the slopes of the lines represented by x square plus kxy minus 3y square equals to 0, yes or no? So sum of the slope is what, minus 2h upon b, yes or no? So what is the value of 2h? Straight away directly we can put in place of 2h k. What is the value of b? That is minus 3, minus it cancels, so you will get what, k by 3. So the product will be what, is a by b, yes or no? So here the value of a is what, 1, and b is what, minus 3, so minus 1 by 3 is the answer. Now focus on the condition which is given, sum of the slope. What do you mean by sum of the slope? So according to given condition, it says that sum of the slope, that means m1 plus m2 is twice their product, twice their product. So you will get one condition from the question, so where you will replace the value of m1 plus m2 by k by 3, 2 into m1 into m2 is what, minus 1 by 3, yes or no? So this will be k by 3, and this we can write as minus 2 by 3. So therefore you can shift this 3 or this 3 on right hand side, yeah, this 3 on left hand side. So k equals to minus 2 by 3 into 3. So the final answer of k is what, minus 2. So in this way you have to find the value of k when you have the condition is given with respect to the slope using the method number 1. Got the point? In this way you can find your answer. Okay, got the idea? Now we'll take one more sum. Now we'll move on to the next sum, that is sum number 2. here it is given that slope of the line represent by so and so equation. So we'll now see the equation is what? 3x square plus kxy minus y square equals to 0. So we'll compare this equation comparing with ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equals to 0. Yes or no? So the value of coefficient of a will be 3, 2h will be k, and b will be what? Minus 1. We have to check for the coefficient. No? So b will be what? Minus 1. So we'll take let m1 and m2 be the slopes of the lines represented by 3x square plus kxy minus y square equals to 0. Yes or no? After this, what you will do? Now listen here. You will find the sum of the slope and the product. So sum of the slope is what? Minus 2h upon b, and this is a upon b. Replace the value of 2h by k, so k upon b is what? Minus 1. So here you will get the value of sum of the slope is k. A is what? 3, b is what? Minus 1, so here you will get minus 3. So here we got sum of the slope and the product. Now we'll check for the condition. What is the condition given? Slope of the lines differ by 4. So what do you mean by differ? Differ means difference between the two slope. Now difference between the two slope is what? 4. Now here condition says that differs by 4. Now exactly we don't know m1 minus m2 is equal to 4 or m2 minus m1 equals to 4. But in both the cases the answer should be equal to 4. Got the point? Slope of the line differ by 4. So here we don't know, according to the condition, the difference between the two slope is 4, that we know. So which slope will come first? Whether you will write m1 first or m2 first, but the answer it should be equal to 4. Can I represent this part as mod of m1 minus m2 equals to 4? Yes or no? Suppose the value of m1 is 6 and m2 is 4. Sorry, 2. We'll take 2. So answer will be equals to what? 4. If you use this formula m2 minus m1, so in the first condition we took m1 as 6, m2 as 2. So now we'll interchange. Okay, so we'll write 2 minus 6. So 2 minus 6 is what? Minus 4. Still the answer will be positive as it is a mod. Okay, so magnitude will be 4 only. So whenever the word comes like this, differ, difference, differ, difference, exceeds, okay, see to that you will write this condition. You will write the slope, difference between the slope in mod. Got the point? Okay. Why in mod? Because the difference between the two slope is 4 and exactly we don't know which slope will come first. Okay, m1 minus m2 will come or m2 minus m1 will come. So for that we'll write m1 minus m2 in mod equals to 4. Got the point this? Okay, understood. Now after this there is one formula which was there in the 10th standard with respect to alpha and beta. So that formula will use now, as we know that m1 minus m2 the whole square is m1 plus m2 the whole square minus 4 m1 into m2. This formula was there in 10th standard. Okay, identity formula. Yes or no? Now what I will do, I will replace that m1 m2 by alpha and beta. So we will come to know alpha and beta. Alpha minus beta the whole square equals to alpha plus beta the whole square minus 4 alpha into beta. Yes or no? Identity formula. So when you will expand this right hand side part, you will get the same answer, alpha minus beta the whole square. So you have to remember this formula whenever the word comes differ. Remember this. Okay. So difference, whenever we have this three value, m1 minus m2, m1 plus m2 and m1 into m2. m1 plus m2 you will get from the formula, m1 into m2 also you will get from the formula. m1 minus m2 is the condition. Okay, so combining this three you will get one formula. So that is m1 minus m2 the whole square minus m1 plus m2 the whole square minus 4 times m1 m2. So simply what you will do, you will replace the value now. So here m1 m2 is what? 4. So 4 square, m1 m2 is what? K. So k square, 4 into m1 m2 is what? Minus 3. Got the point? So here 4 square is what? 16. K square plus 4 3s are 12. So therefore 16 minus 12 equal to k square. Yes or no? So therefore we can say k square equals to 4. So taking square root you will get the answer of k as plus minus 2. Plus minus 2. So for this sum, both the value of k satisfy this condition. So here the value of k, you will get k equals to 2 and k equals to minus 2, as both the answers satisfy the given condition. So in this way you have to present the sum whenever the word comes differ, exceeds, difference between. Okay, when according to the condition, if you are getting the value sum of the slope, product and the difference, straight away you will apply this formula. Got the point? Yes or no? Now we'll move on to the next one. Let's see the next one. That is sum number third. Okay, in example number third, it is what? Sum of the slope of the one of the line given by this equation. So here equation is what? Kx square plus 4xy minus y square equals to what? 0. Yes or no? So comparing with ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equals to 0, coefficient of a will be k, 2h will be 4 and b equal to minus 1. Yes or no? So let m1 and m2 be the slopes of the lines represented by the given equation, that is kx square plus 4xy minus y square equals to 0. First you will find sum and then you will find the product. So sum is what? Minus 2h upon b and this is a by b. Okay, so minus 2h is what? 4 and the value of b is minus 1. So here you will get 4. A is what? K and b is what? Minus 1. So here you will get minus k. Now we'll focus on the condition. Slope of one of the line exceeds the slope of other by 8. So it means one slope is exceeds the other by 8. So now here also we'll get two condition. One slope. So exactly we don't know first which slope will come, m1 will come or m2 will come, but it says that one slope is exceeds, that means plus the other slope, that means m2 by 8. So here you will get m1 by 8 Okay, bring this m2 this side, so you will get m1 minus m2 equals to 8. Here you will get m2 minus m1 equals to 8. Okay, so can I say the meaning of exits is what? One slope is exits the other indirectly. It means the difference between the two slope. Yes or no? We got the previous condition only, no? So as I said, whenever the word comes different exist, see that the meaning of difference exists, it means difference between the two slope only. Yes or no? So again, so here one slope is exists the other by 8, so we don't know exactly first which slope will come. It will come m1 या m2. So according to this you will get this answer, m1 minus m2 or m2 minus m1, but the answer should be equal to 8. So this condition we can write as mod of m1 minus m2 equals to 8. Got the point? So now we have this 3 value. Whenever we have this 3 value, straight away apply this formula, yes or no? As I said in the previous sum, so what is the formula? M1 minus M2 the whole square equals to M1 plus M2 the whole square minus 4 times M1 M2. Substitute the value. So this is what? 8. So 8 square equal to M1 M2 is what? 4 minus 4 into M1 M2 is what? Minus K. So 8 square is what? 64. 4 square 16 minus minus plus, that is 4k. Yes or no? So 64 minus 16 equals to 4k. So therefore 64 minus 16 is 48 equals to 4k. So therefore we can say 4k is equals to 48, that is k equals to 48 by 4, which is equals to 12. So therefore the value of k is equals to 12. So remember this. Whenever the word comes different, exit, see to that indirectly the condition will be what? Difference between the two slope. So difference between the two slope we can write in the form of mod m1 minus m2. And when you have these three values, m1 minus m2, m1 plus m2, m1 into m2, we have one formula with respect to this three answer, 3 point difference sum and product. So you can remember this formula as difference sum product formula. Yes or no? Got the point? So in this way you can find the answer of k using the method number 1. Got the point? Yes or no? As I said, that method number 1, when it is applicable, whenever the sum it is based on the condition of the slope. Whenever we have to find the value of k and the condition is given, straight away you will apply the method number 1. Got the point? Yes or no? I hope you understood how to find the value of k using the method number 1. Yes or no? And even using the both the method, we saw how to find our required answer. So when you will use the method number 1 and method number 2, the answer will be same. But there are some points which I had explained, that when to apply the method number 1 and when to apply the method number 2. So that you have to keep in your mind. Got the point? Okay, now we'll move on to the next one. We'll take one more sum based on the type number 2 using the method number 1. Here we have, if the slope of one of the line is given by this equation is 4 times the slope of other, and then you have to show that 16h square equal to 25ab. Here we have the equation. We'll write the equation, that is ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equals to 0. Okay, so when you will compare with ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equals to 0. Okay, the value of a will be same, 2h will be same, yes or no, b will be same. Got the point? So a will be a only, no? When you will compare, 2h will be equals to 2h and b is equals to b. So we'll take now let, as we saw the previous sum and we know that exactly how to present the sum. So now we'll write let m1 and m2 be the slopes of lines given by equation ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equals to 0. So therefore sum of the slope will be minus 2h upon b and the product will be what, a upon b. When you will replace the value of 2h b a b, same answer you will get, yes or no. Now we'll focus on the condition. Here it is given that sum of slope of one of the line is 4 times the other. So we can write this as one line is 4 times the other, or m2 is equals to 4 times the other. Either you can use this, yeah, this, still you will get the same answer. Okay, we'll use this one. m1 is 4 times the other according to given condition, yes or no. Got the point? So now listen here. So here we got the condition, one slope is 4 times the other, slope of one line is 4 times the other. Okay, after this what you will do, listen here, we have m1 into m2 is equals to what, a by b. Wherever you see m1 you will put 4 times m2. So first we'll take this part, 4 m2 into m2 equals to a upon b, yes or no. So this will be 4 times m2 the whole square equals to a by b. Got the point? Understood? Okay. Now, okay. Now, as we have m1 plus m2, that is 2 minus 2h upon b. So in place of m1, wherever you see m1, you will replace that m1 by 4 times m2. So here 4 times m2 plus m2 is equals to minus 2h upon b, yes or no. So this will be 5 times m2 is equals to minus 2h upon b. So therefore m2 is equals to minus 2h upon b. Got the point? Now I will give this equation as 1. Okay. So first either you take this part, yeah, this part. Okay, you will get m2 as this minus 2h upon b. Sorry, this 5 will come down, this 5 will come down, so this will be minus 2h upon 5b, yes or no, as it is 5m2, so this will come down. So either you can take the first part and then you will solve, you replace the value of m1 by 4 times m2, you will get this condition, or you can take this part. So here when you will take m1 into m2, you will get this section. So as we know that we have the value of m2, what is m2, minus 2h upon 5b, yes or no. We have the value of m2, individual value, here we got m2, and then whole square is where, which is equal to ab. Here you can write from 1 we got the answer. So 4 into minus square is plus, so this will be 4 h square 25 25 b square yes or no, is equals to a by b. So this 4 side will be what, 16h square, yes or no, upon 25b square equals to ab cross. So you will get 16h square b equals to 25a, yes or no, b square. Got the point? Now focus on the show that here we required 16h square equals to 25ab, na, 16h square. So here we required only 16h square. We don't want the value b here, na. So we'll shift this b down. In the final step here, can I say 1b will get cancelled, so you will left with 16h square equals to 25ab. So here we got the final solution. So once again I will explain this sum. Here you have the equation, compare the equation, find sum of the slope, product. According to the given condition, here we know that one slope is 2 times the other. You will take the first condition, replace the value of m1 by 4 times m2. You will take the second, replace the value of m1 by 4 times m2. Okay. In the first part, you will get the value of m2. Substitute the value of m2 here. You will write the reason that you got the from equation number 1. So when you will solve, you will get this answer, 16h square b equal to 25ab square. As we saw in the show that we required 16h square only. Okay, it is 16h square. It is not 16h square b. So what I did here, shift this b down, cancel one b, so you will left with what, 16h square equals to 25ab. That's the final answer which we have to show. So here we got 16h square equal to 25ab. So using the method number 1 with respect to the slope condition, we can find the value of k as well as we can show whatever the sum that is given. So we can say that's the end of the type number 2. In the next lecture, we'll see the type number 3. Till then, goodbye. So now in this video, we'll see the type number 3. In type number 3, again you have to find the joint equation. As I said, the meaning of combined and joined, it is one and the same. We have the quadratic equation here, yes or no? Can you see? We have the quadratic equation. That means from the quadratic, you have to find the quadratic. It is same as the type number 2 only, yes or no? Same as the type number 2. Find the combined equation of the pairs of line passing through origin, but here it is passing through x1 y1 and perpendicular to the line. So in place of perpendicular, it is parallel to the represented by the following equation. As the following equation, it is ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equals to 0. So here the changes is what? Here also we have to find combined, here also we have to find combined. The change is what? In the type number 2, the line is passing through the origin, but in the type number 3, as it is passing through the point and it was perpendicular, here it is parallel. Can you see the difference? In the type number 2, it was passing through origin, here it is passing through the point. It was perpendicular, here it is parallel. So as I said that what I explained, okay, 3 points which I had explained in the previous video, that method number 2, when it will come as type number 2, we can solve by using 2 method. So while explaining, I had explained that whenever the splitting of middle term is possible, apply the method number 2. Whenever the value of b, it comes equal to 0, coefficient of b is 0, method number 2. Whenever the word comes passing through x1 y1, this method will come, yes or no? But when it will passing through x1 y1, the formula will change. We'll use which formula? Slope point form. Yes or no? So whenever the word comes origin, y equal to mx will come. Passing through point, this formula will come. So type number 3 also we have to solve by the type number 2 only, but which method will come? Method number 1 or method number 2? Method number 2 will come here. But see the difference. Here it was passing through origin, here it is passing through x1, y1. Here is perpendicular and here it is parallel. That's the change. And the method will be same. First you have to check splitting of middle term is possible or not. Yes or no? After that you will find the slope. As in the type number 3 the slopes are parallel, so we'll keep the slope as it is. Whenever the word comes perpendicular, as I had explained, perpendicular, the slope will be reciprocal with opposite symbol. So for type number 3 you will keep the slope as it is. So we'll start with the presentation. As we have the equation, that is 2x square plus 3xy minus 9y square equals to 0. So what is the product? What is the product here? It is 18. Sum is what? 3. So this we can write as what? Plus 6 and minus 3. Yes or no? So the product will be minus 18. 2 into minus 9. So 6 into minus 3, that is 18. Plus 6 minus 3 will get 3. So splitting of middle term is possible. If it is possible, we can apply the method number 2. Yes or no? Okay, so 2x square plus 6xy minus 3xy minus 9y square equals to 0. I had explained in deep when to apply the method number 1 and when to apply the method number 2 in the previous video. Yes or no? So with respect to that, type number 3, okay, we have to solve by using method number 2. And I had explained the difference also. What is the difference? Type number 2, in which you will see the line will passing through origin, here it will passing through a point. There it was perpendicular, here it is what? Parallel. So that is the difference. Yes or no? So here the splitting of middle term is possible. Yes or no? So after that, so here the common is what? 2x. So here you will get x plus 3y. If the common you will get 3y. Inside the bracket it will be same. Yes or no? You all might be knowing how to solve the factorization method. Yes or no? So the next step will be what? 2x minus 3y and x plus 3y equals to 0. So the separate equation of lines are 2x minus 3y equals to 0 and x plus 3y equals to 0. So their slopes are parallel. So in parallel the slope will be same, using the concept that is m equals to minus coefficient of x upon y. So for this the slope will be what? 2 by 3, and for this the slope will be what? Minus 1 by 3. So directly we can find the answer with using this formula. Which one? Coefficient of x upon coefficient of y minus coefficient of x upon coefficient y. So for the first line you will get 2 by 3, for the second 1 by 3. As it is parallel, you will keep the slope as it is. No need of doing the reciprocal with the opposite symbol. When we have to do this? When the word comes perpendicular. So now here it is what? Parallel. Parallel. Can you see? So here the slope remains same. Now, as equation of line passing through the point that is 2 comma minus 1 and having slopes 2 by 3 and 1 by 3. As it is parallel to, we'll keep the slope as it is. Okay, so now listen here. So when it is passing through origin, you will apply which formula? Y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1. Yes or no? Here we have two slopes, so you will apply this formula 2 times. Yes or no? So now, therefore, y minus y1 is what? This is x1 and this is y1. So minus 1 equals to 2 by 3, that is m, slope of first line, and x minus x1 is what? 2. So this will be y plus 1 equals to 2 by 3, x minus 2, yes or no? Shift, so this will be 3y plus 3 equals to, bracket open with 2, so 2x minus 4. Arrange the equation in such a way that the symbol of x should be positive. So we'll shift all the number that side, so 2x minus 3y minus 4 minus 3, that is 2x minus 3y minus 7 equals to 0. Yes or no? Got the point? We'll consider this part as u equals to 0 now, because we have to find the joint equation. Joint and combined, it is one and the same. Now we'll apply the formula one more time. Y minus y1 is what? Minus 1, but the second slope is what? Minus 1 by 3, x minus x1. So this will be y plus 1. Yes or no? Minus 1 by 3, x minus 2. Shift, so 3y plus 3 equals to minus x plus 2. Arrange the equation. See that the symbol of x should be positive. Okay, so therefore the final answer will be x plus 3y plus 1 equals to 0. So we'll give this as equation number 1. Equation number 2, we'll consider this as u equal to 0 and this as v equals to 0. Yes or no? Now the combined, yeah, you can write joint equation of equation number 1 and equation number 2, that is u equals to 0 and v equals to 0 is u into v equals to 0. Yes or no? So here we have 2x minus 3y minus 7 x plus 3y plus 1 equals to 0. So bracket expands, so you will get bracket open with 2x, so 2x square 6xy plus 2x. Now with minus 3y, so 3xy minus 9y square minus 3y. Now with minus 7, minus 7x minus 21y minus 7 equals to 0. So now you will arrange the equation in which form? First you will write what? X square, yes or no? See the coefficient of xy, see the like terms, so this will be 3xy. After that y will come, y square will come, yes or no? The next part, x minus this will what? 5x, yes or no? After x, coefficient of y minus 24y. So here we left with the number which is equals to 0. As we know that in the final answer, how to rearrange the equation with respect to ax square plus 2hxy plus by square, yes or no? Then x, then y, then after that c equals to 0. So this is the required joint equation. So type number 3 also we have to solve by using the type number 2 only. But in the type number 2 there were two methods, one with respect to the slope, sum of the slope and the product, and one with respect to the splitting of middle term. So type number 3 we have to solve by the method number 2. Type number 3 we have to solve by the method number 2 of type number 2. Got the point? Yes or no? As I had explained everything at method number 2, when we have to apply, when splitting of middle term is possible, when the value of b is 0, and when it is passing through x1 y1. Yes or no? So check the difference. Here it was origin, here it is passing. Here it was perpendicular, here it is what? Parallel. For this, when it is passing through origin, you will apply y equal to mx. When it is passing through x1 y1, you will apply slope point from this one. So as we know that when you have the two slope, two times the formula you will use. So in the first case you will get u equal to 0, in the second case you will get u equal to 0, and the combined equation of this you will get the final result. So in this way you have to present the sum, and in this way you have to find the answer. So that's the end of, we can say, joint equation and the combined equation. Okay, so remember, whenever the word comes combine, join, its final answer will be in the form of quadratic. Whenever the word comes separate, the final answer will be in the form of linear. So we completed with the type number 1, 2, 3, which was based on the combine and join. Now we'll move on to the next, that is type number 4, which is based on separate equation. Till then, goodbye.